everyone, welcome back to the Restaurant Show, and we are going to finish up with a truly twist, right, on Turkey Thanksgiving Day. And who's going to do it but Executive Chef Herb Britton from the Salty Duck. Hi.
Hello.
Now, I love it. I mean, he goes, this is what I'm going to do. Tell me, Chef, what are you going to do here? Because this is really cool. I love this idea.
All right, well, we live on an island.
Right.
So I've been saying this today when everybody's been looking at me like I'm crazy.
Right.
But I said, I'm going to make
the other days.
right, sure. I'm going to make this flounder taste like a turkey.
I love it. I love it. At least the insides, right? At
Exactly,
least
sure.
the insides. So we are going to actually do a stuffed flounder, but influenced by the flavors of Thanksgiving.
Absolutely.
I love it. Okay,
Absolutely.
so what do we start with here?
So we're gonna do a stuffing, and this
Okay.
is a cornbread stuffing.
Okay.
Here's all the elements that we're gonna have in here. We've got celery, onions, garlic, little chopped rosemary.
Oh, nice.
There's some chopped parsley.
Right.
We've got green onions, some sage that gives you that Thanksgiving.
Yes, I agree.
That Thanksgiving flavor.
Right, because you really don't use sage as much in other dishes, but it really brings out that Thanksgiving feeling.
You go into somebody's house
Yeah,
and
you're
you
like,
smell the sage, you know
yeah.
it's Thanksgiving, right? And with this one, it's going to be a seafood stuffing. We're going to have some
love
jumbo
it.
lump crab meat, and I've got some cooked chopped
I
shrimp.
love it. Okay, so we're going to go and cook that all up.
Yeah.
And then, of course, this is your...
That's a cornbread,
cornbread, okay.
just a little ground up a little bit.
You know, I do have to say, though, the thing is with making things like stuffing, the one nice thing is, because you guys are open Thanksgiving.
We're open Thanksgiving.
Okay. To make all of these things, you still got to make all the cornbread. You still have to, you know, there's a lot that goes into making Thanksgiving dinner. So
Right,
if you don't
the labor
feel
of
like,
love, right?
we've talked about it
Right.
earlier in the show today, if you don't feel like doing it, there are some places open that you don't have to go through all the process of making all these things.
That's for sure.
So we're going to let that, and what is that cooking in?
So
Like
this is a little bit of butter.
Okay, good.
A little bit of butter. You let that sage and that rosemary kind of
yeah,
go through.
it smells so good in here,
And
too.
then I'll put in the shrimp and the crab meat.
Which is the twist on the sausage. Okay,
Exactly.
Gotcha.
Exactly. See, you get it.
I'm getting
Everybody
it.
else looked at me like I was crazy.
But I'm crazy too.
That's
So that's going to be the base of your stuffing.
So I'm
Okay.
warming this up a little.
Okay.
And now what I'll do is I'll put the cornbread in there.
Love it. I really like this. And it really smells good.
Doesn't that smell good?
Yeah, it really does.
And so at
But
this
it
point,
has that little bit, you know, it's that seafood though to it. So it's like a
fools you.
familiar smell, but yeah, I love it. It smells delicious.
and what I'm going to do is I'm going to add a little bit of chicken broth.
Okay.
And that's just going to moisten the stuffing
Yeah.
up a little. And I'm going to turn it off. And just to get it enough just to bind it. You don't want to make it mushy. You
Right,
just want to give it
right.
a little something to get it, just bind it together a little
Now
bit.
again, this might be even if you guys are cooking dinner at home. This might be a little twist that you might want to do because I know there's some
Absolutely.
people that make oyster stuffing and different things like that. So that's a nice little twist
Sure.
on your traditional stuffing. Even if you want to make a side of it,
Right.
that's a cool way to do
And
it.
what we do is we don't, we're using flounder, but you can use tilapia,
Yeah.
a salmon, any fish that you really like.
That you like, exactly. Okay.
So here it is. Here's the stuffing all cooled down.
Perfect.
And what I like to do is I'll take the tail piece of the flounder and I'll make that a little bit of a base.
Okay.
And then I'll take my stuffing and mold that on there nice
Yeah.
like this.
Wow,
And then I'll
that
take
is
the top
good.
part and then I'll make a little incision through the top there and kind of put it right over.
So that's what lets it steam through. So it doesn't get mushy. So it'll let
Exactly,
it steam
and
through.
you get to see that stuffing and see what's going
Yeah.
on there too.
You made
I
that look
take a
very
little,
easy. Okay. Like, oh, and there you go. Okay.
And this is just a little crushed croutons.
Oh, okay.
And that just gives it a little bit of color, a little
Yeah.
bit of breading on
Yeah,
there.
and that little bit of crunch too.
That's right.
Gotcha. Okay.
And through the powers of
Yes, we'll kind of scoot this over.
Okay.
We're going to plate it right now. Is that what we're going to do,
Sure.
Chef? Okay. Now, just okay, go ahead. Sorry, I
you're all
have
good.
lots of questions. So go ahead. We're going to go and plate this. So this is actually going to be your Thanksgiving, your version of a Thanksgiving seafood dinner.
Exactly.
Okay, beautiful.
Exactly. So the things that I think of when I think of South and I think
Yeah.
of Thanksgiving, I roasted some sweet potatoes.
Beautiful.
And all I did was add a little cracked pepper and a little rum butter to
Oh.
that. So it kind of gives them
Delicious.
a little bit
Yeah.
of flavor. And I'm going to put those right in the middle of the plate.
And
like
that
this.
definitely screams Thanksgiving.
Doesn't it?
I love it.
Nice
Color.
colors.
Yeah, beautiful color.
And what I did, you see asparagus that's usually wrapped in bacon.
Right.
You know, we're down here in the South. I got some country ham.
Country ham, I was going to say.
So country ham, and
Beautiful.
I just put a couple of them right here like this.
What a great idea for like an appetizer.
Yeah,
too,
isn't
when
that
people-
neat?
Yeah, I really
I
like that.
I thought it was.
Did you roast that or did you?
You know
put it
what?
in the oven?
I shocked them. I peeled them a little bit.
Okay.
And then I wrapped them and I just did them right in the oven.
Perfect.
And I did them kind of halfway,
Right.
and the country ham kind of stays where it is, and then I
absolutely.
just reheat it to
Love
order.
it. And the nice thing is, if you are serving this appetizer, you can serve that at room temperature.
Oh,
That's
absolutely.
Okay. You're giving good ideas here.
Yeah,
Okay,
see?
all right.
So then we've got our flounder.
Beautiful. That is a nice serving.
Yeah, isn't that?
That is a nice serving.
So if we put that right like
Beautiful,
that,
yeah.
and to go on top of this, I've made a little cream sauce, and I took cranberries, and I pulsed cranberries
Awesome.
into it.
You
so,
really thought of
we kind
everything.
of got all
Yeah.
kinds of little elements
I
from,
love it.
from the cornbread stuffing
Yeah.
to the sweet potatoes.
Yeah, you got some ham in there. You've got everything in there. I love it.
And doing it with a almost like an Alfredo sauce
Right.
with the cranberries in
Right.
there, it kind of takes the bitterness out of the
Of course,
out
of the cranberry,
cranberries.
right.
So I'll
Love it.
do a little sauce there
that
like
looks
that.
Beautiful.
And
very nice.
I did some candied pecans.
Yeah. Which I was about to eat
And
right,
and
right
I
out
just
of
like
there.
to throw some over.
Because I love that, because then you eat it with the sweet potato, and that
Look,
is
there's plenty to munch
perfect,
on there while we're going.
perfect. I love it. And now this is going to be available on Thanksgiving Day.
Yes, it is.
Now, what else? We're almost out of time. What else do you have going on that weekend? In case if you can't come in for Thanksgiving, what else do you have going on this weekend?
Sure, we're going to have our shrimp fest going.
Beautiful.
We've got about 12 different ways to do shrimp. It's $19.95. It starts at 4 o'clock. We
Okay.
have that for dinner, and we're
Perfect.
doing plenty of different specials all week long.
Lots of great things to bring your guests in, or your family, or just for yourself if you're going to have a staycation on Thanksgiving weekend.
Right.
Thank you so much, Chef. We
Thank you.
appreciate it. Hope you have a wonderful Thanksgiving.
Thank you, you too.
And we'll be back in just a moment.